What's up, everyone? If you clicked on this video, you're probably just working a lot without getting a lot done. This happens to a lot of entrepreneurs, business owners. They tend to become busy and forget about the most important things in their business. So what this is going to help you with is build the perfect week that allows you to really plan your day, plan your week in order to achieve the goals that you set for yourself so you stop getting stuck. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to plan the week ahead of you while keeping your energy throughout the entire day. The way we're going to do it is we're going to go through 4 sections. The first section is going to be the North Star goals. These are the first 2-3 goals that are usually business related, which you're going to be working towards throughout the entire week, or what you will be working towards in your schedule. The second thing, we're going to be energy mapping. We're obviously going to be using AI because we have AI. Energy mapping is meant for you to understand what gives you energy, what drains your energy, and what's just neutral. So as an example, I hate meetings in the morning. They drain my energy completely. So I know I need most of my meetings after 1. 3 is going to be designing the perfect week. We're going to be, again, using AI, using the energy mapping and using our goals, designing the entire week. Then we'll be going into each day specifically. And at the end, lastly, we're going to be going to the daily planning system, which you implement 5-10 minutes a day. And this helps you have a schedule that you not only love, but also helps you achieve your goals. My name is Idan. I run a company that's doing about 500K in ARR. I started this company just about 2 years ago, and my goal is to help founders not get burnt out. Now, let's go more in depth. Step 1, set your business goals and North Stars. I'm not going to go into super in depth in this video, just because there's a lot to goal setting, as I'm sure most of you know. If you want a separate video on it, just leave a comment. But step 1, you have to set your goals. The very basic way of doing this is figuring out what your bottlenecks are in your business. As an example, I'll be doing my own business. My number 1 goal is to get clients. This is because I feel as though right now it is the biggest bottleneck in the business. We have a great product. We have a lot of people staying, but we're not getting enough clients. We don't have a solid outreach system. Goal number 2 is to improve retention. We want to make more money. We want to increase LTV. We want to make sure people are staying. That is the second bottleneck or goal. Number 3 is delegate effectively. No matter how many clients I get, I will not enjoy my life if I am not growing. And in order to grow, you have to learn to delegate. So my third goal is to delegate. In order to get more clients, I need to be reaching out to 50 people a day. I need to build a working outreach system, and I need to hire lead gen help. You can go more in depth in these sub goals. For example, in build an outreach system, I can go even more in depth and say which outreach system and say how to build it. Once you do that, you can go on to the next step. So just to cover everything I went over in step 1, set your main goal, set sub goals, which these sub goals should also include habits that you will be doing throughout your day, throughout your week, to achieve these North Star goals, North Star metrics. If I wanted to go more in depth in this, I would say get 10 clients a month. As an example, you want to set achievable goals that have a metric related to it. Now going into step 2. This is where we discover where we have energy, where our energy goes. You're not going to see my face for this, but you will see my ChatGPT. What you will do is you will put in this prompt, which I will leave in the description. I'll probably leave this whole document in the description just so you can follow it. And you will put in this prompt to chat. What this is going to do is it's going to ask you a few questions, which I will pause this loop and answer myself, and I will show you the results. But it will essentially help you figure out what type of activities give you energy, what drains your energy, what resets your energy, and then when is the best time for you to do what type of goals. So creative work for me is usually great in the mornings, which again, you will see in a second. Awesome. So I finished talking to it. It took me about 3 minutes and it got this little paragraph, and now it will give me the response. What I did in these questions is I answered using the goals that we just went over, as well as just my personal feelings. The more you talk to it, the better the results will be. I only talked to it for 3 minutes. So what I got is energy insights. Creative work energizes. Problem solving energizes. Brainstorming energizing. Flow and deep thinking energizing. What drains me? Back-to-back meetings, morning meetings, admin work, and outreach. What resets me? Coffee, walks, and sleep. I'm sure there are more. If I sat down and thought through it, I'd be able to find more. But these are the very basic ones, which we will use to make the rules for the weekly plan. Now the goals, it put it out very nicely. So I know what will be in my week, which again, we'll use this to plan out the week. I have some personal goals here too. Work out, eat healthy, and maintain healthy relationship time. Mindset, I'm feeling very motivated, very driven right now. I want a lot less stress and a clear path. This is just me personally. It's going to be different for everyone. And then it gives you the work preference that you have, the ideal schedule, and your non-negotiables. And then again, it literally tells you the next step to your perfect week blueprint that is right here. It'll literally build it for us. What we are now going to do is step 3. We're going to be building the perfect week. Very similar to what the AI just told us. We're going to be copying this and we're going to be putting it here. Instead of telling it to do it for us, we will tell it exactly the layout we want. And now it kind of gave us a daily structure. So it knows my rules, it knows what I want, what I like, and it gave me a very nice daily structure that I will be able to mess around with. Now that we built out our daily, we are going to be building out the weekly flows. We will copy this prompt and we will just paste it into here. Now we have our daily format of what we want our day to look like, and we have our weekly format, which is going to help guide us throughout what to do each day. So Monday, we will be focusing on client acquisition and sales strategy. This doesn't mean you can't work on other goals during those days, but it does mean that's going to be your focus for that day. Monday is client acquisition. Tuesday is marketing. Wednesday is client retention. So every day, you don't want to think, you want it to take as little time as possible to actually build out your day, because the longer time it takes, the more thinking you have to do, the less likely you are to fully commit to this. You want to make it as easy on you as possible. So for example, Wednesdays tomorrow, I will be focusing on client retention and product feedback. This means that any goals, any tasks that I have to do that are related to client retention and product feedback, I will work on tomorrow. Again, I will then make sure that I keep to my daily schedule structure, because I know that this structure will give me the energy. Last step is step 4. We're going to be putting everything we just went through together, and I will show you how to build out your daily schedule within 5 to 10 minutes a day. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be copying this prompt. You'll then go into the same chat you've been doing the entire time, because it's already going to know your rules. It's going to already know what you like, and you're going to do this. I will do it for tomorrow specifically. My goals for this week, look above. I'm just going to tell it to look up at what I've done. And instead of my 3 priority tasks, I will just tell it my tasks I want to complete. I'm going to look back here and I'm going to say Wednesday is client retention and product feedback. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk to it. I'm going to explain all the tasks I have to do in order to ensure client retention and product feedback, and I will come back to you guys. Now back to chat. I gave it a quick rundown of what I want my tasks to look like. This is a very rushed version of what this can really look like. If you put in an hour into this or so, you will get out so much value and you will have the most productive weeks, months of your life. So again, what I did here, I just gave it the tasks. I also told it to look above. Because you already did all this other work, and because you already did this goal planning, if you really went in detail here and told it all the tasks you need to accomplish and everything, this will be much easier. You can just copy the tasks in here and it will give you a schedule based on that day. Wednesday is your client retention and product feedback. This is your focus for the day, so it gives you very clear objectives of what to do. You will wake up 7:30, you'll have a coffee. It'll just be a very soft start, slow start. 8 to 10 is the deep work session. So what deep work are you going to do? So for me, I would be building out a Google form with the product rating, what they like, what they want to improve, what will make them stay forever. This gives me energy because it is deep work. Next, I'll go on a short walk, which is just going to give me that reset. I will then do the client outreach, which they know drains my energy, as well as the daily outreach. We're kind of batching it to get it over with. Again, then there's lunch, walk, reset. And I'm not going to walk you through the whole day, but this kind of gives you a breakdown of what the day looks like. And of course, you can mess around with this and you can decide to say, hey, I don't like this part about it, or hey, I don't like this part about it. This would not take you more than 5 to 10 minutes a day. Now that you built the whole step-by-step in ChatGPT, you can use this chat as your AI scheduler, which if you can see down here, I actually already did. This is why this isn't a super detailed form of it, but I've already talked to this AI scheduler a ton just the past few days. Whenever I want to change my schedule, even if you're in the middle of the day and you're just feeling off or you missed something, you can always change it and just ask it. And it's much easier than having to think through it yourself. Now, just to give a quick recap of everything we talked about, we went through 1 through 4 business goals, energy, building the perfect week, building the perfect day, and then a nightly planning system. It takes 5 to 10 minutes every single night. And you have your own AI scheduler, which is just incredible. You don't have to think about what to do. You just do, and you reach your goals. With that being said, not every day is going to feel exciting. Not every day is going to feel fun. But no matter what, you will achieve your goals as long as you follow the plan. Even though busy work might feel comfortable and you like where you're at now, real progress doesn't come from busy work. It comes from hard work that you don't want to do. This is the one system that will allow you to keep going forward without feeling that burnout. And with that being said, if you try this and it works for you, leave a comment, tell people about it, motivate others, and I will see you guys next video.